Hey everybody, and welcome back to Alien Isolation. This is Mission 3 with the unofficial title, Encounters. Every mission does have a title in-game, or I said unofficial title. No, it is the official title. It has a title in-game on the load mission save section of the main menu. This one's name is Encounters. I think the last one was just Welcome to Sevastopol, if I'm not mistaken. And the one before that was Closing the Book. I won't be keeping those names too much in mind, but yeah. So, we met a weird guy named Axel, who was a little forceful with his demands of us, of us staying alive and staying stealthy and quiet. And then he got killed by some weird creature that tried to chase us, but thankfully we boarded the transit in time, and now we're here in the Lorenz Systech Spire on our own with Axel now dead to find our way to communications so we can contact our crew, who we have lost contact with since we even arrived on Sevastopol. So yeah. That's the basic setup of what's going on here. Let's get started. You always know a working Joe. Is that not the creepiest thing ever? Working Joe synthetics revealed here at Seekson are decided to look and act like synthetics. You can work without anxiety, knowing exactly who and what your coworkers are. Okay then. So, if you're not familiar with the alien universe, there are, robot people, known as synthetics. They appear to be identical to humans in every way, but they are robots internally. And there's a few important points with that we'll get to later. Geeks and communications reaching out together. Actually, I guess it's not as much of a spoiler to say this. Samuels is one such synthetic. He is technically a robot. He's not a real human. I guess in quotes. He does have a personality and a whole advanced thing going on, but he's a robot. You understand. So this here, rewire system. Use rewire to toggle systems on and off in your surrounding areas. Systems share limited power supply. Switching systems off will provide the power to switch others on. Study the map on the right-hand screen with mouse to check the position of local systems. That reminds me of Zeta the Space Girl. You have to examine it with the character mouse in that book. Anyway, access new areas, create diversions, and experiment Sevastopol systems to help achieve your goal. I wouldn't put too much stock into this thing if I were you, honestly. This system feels like they wanted it to be a lot more fleshed out than it actually is. It could help, but I think I'll leave this one alone. There's no reason to interact with this one. Let's see, this direction. Sure, we can go this way first. I don't think there's anything over here. While I'm thinking of it, I would like to briefly mention a little graphic novel I read when I was a kid. Hey, another Nostromo thing. What the hell's that about? Anyway, security access tuner required. Wonder where we'll find that. But yeah, there was a graphic novel I read as a kid called Zeta the Space Girl, and I have a strong feeling that it was inspired by Majora's Mask, because it has the same kind of plot of, this kid is pulled into this other dimension unfamiliar to their own, and there's a rock from space that's about to crash into it in 3 days. Now, the differences are plenty going from there, but, there's a lot of differences going from there, is what I meant to say. I can call other transits if I want to. That's an interesting little thing. I think you are allowed to go to wherever you want at certain points in the game. Beware of bag theft. We also have a save station right here. Guess I'll get started with that. I don't want to lose the progress I had of walking to a hallway and walking back out of the hallway. Anyway, I just wanted to briefly mention Zeta the Space Girl. It's a great read. It's also a very short read. It's 20 minutes long of a book. But yeah, I think it is very enjoyable. It holds up really well to this day. So I just wanted to give it a little shout out, I guess. Lorenz Systech Lobby, here we go. No weapons allowed going into there, wherever this is. This detector doesn't work, though, but I don't have any weapons on me, do I? No, I just have a flare and a medkit. Those aren't weapons. I guess I can heal myself, especially for what I'm about to be doing in the near future. This here's an emergency override button. This will force the door to lock for a little while. It's not very useful, so I won't be using it right now. Someone's having trouble with the device, I see. Yeah, technology can be suckish sometimes. And they're scripted to see you. There is no way you can avoid being spotted there. She'll then run off and get the others, and the deal with this is she'll be going over there to getting the others indefinitely until you go over there to see what she was doing. So, in this moment of free time, you can pick up all the materials around here, look at the poster of Thor's Run, and take in your environment. And I would recommend doing this because what we have coming up is quite difficult, can I just say. There's also an audio log here, and an ID tag.
Listen to me very carefully. I want you to leave work now. Collect Claire, pick up the cat, and head home. We need to find someplace safe till Seekson send a ship. The guy from down the hall.
Yes.
I can't remember his name.
Why was it glitchy?
The dirty baseball cap, weird smell. He had something in his coat. I think it was a gun. He just looked right through me. Don't talk to anyone. Don't tell them where you're going. I'll meet you as soon as I can.
Alright, so that's pretty cool. The deal with the ID tags I've been picking up, an urgent present. Ooh, okay. The deal with the ID tags I've been picking up, those are just pointless collectibles. If you get them all, I think you get an achievement, but there's a lot of them, and oh my god. This game can be kind of big. Okay, well, it's not that big. As I said before, it is linear, but it doesn't really incentivize exploration that much, and so I never felt compelled to do it, and I will not be doing much exploration in this series, full disclosure. So sorry if that's disappointing. Anyway.
An access tuner. She was trying to hack the elevator's security. Circuits are fried, easy fix. Just need to find a new data cell.
Okay, gotta find a data cell. Upon picking up the access tuner, that's when these guys will come back. That did not take very much convincing, man. I thought Ripley had Persuasion 100 last time. Nah, it's actually that woman. She convinced that guy in a heartbeat. Do you really want to take that chance? Successful. Alright, so this part, honestly, this is one of the hardest stealth sections in the entire game, if you ask me. Here's where Rewire could help. Let me actually try it with this device. Hopefully I'm not exposing myself to them. They have guns, so they can shoot me from long distance, so that'd be a problem. Okay. Where's the speaker system located? It's located in the middle of the lobby. I'm gonna turn that on. That'll basically make a bunch of noise, and it should draw them somewhere. Hopefully. Okay, someone's yelling. Okay, that was the woman coming up here. And there's a guy right there. See, like, this is really hard because they spread out to cover the entire room, so there's no good place to go. That vent over there leads to an optional room with some goodies. I think I'll go back for it another time, because I see no reason to do that right now. Could also use a flare, because I do have a couple of those. And this guy with the white coat up here hangs out, like, right outside this door at all times. Let's see. Okay, he's... Oh, whoa, he's not camping my exit. Oh, there's a different guy. One second. This is where we need to go. We're out. Rowdy. Did I do it? I think I do. Wait a minute.
I think she went downstairs. Come on.
I'm not going down there. No way.
She's got your hack tool.
It didn't work. We'll find another way up. We've been here too long already.
Thank goodness they don't follow you down here. Yeah, they almost killed me just then. I'm gonna craft a new medkit to replace that. They got a few lucky shots in on me and almost killed me. It's a little hard to tell, but your health does decrease when you're shot. Down in the lower left there. Ooh, that's debris from the explosion, I presume. You better not be coming down here. Oh my god, I'm exposed. Well, it's fine. They're probably gone. Yeah, I'm actually surprised I got through it that easily, especially running at the end there. I was sure they were gonna spot me, but yeah. That section's so hard. It's a little luck-based, and all I have to say for you is good luck. A01... What was that? I don't think I've ever seen that before. That does happen when you pass through this part. It is a scripted sequence, but I don't think I've ever seen movement in there before. That was cool. Anyway, another medkit, and this is the only last one I can make. I just wanted to get myself up to full health before I continue. This vent is pointless, I'm pretty sure. It just goes on the outer edge of this wall, so yeah, no reason to enter that. Unless we really feel like we have to for whatever reason. I'm sure this mission, Mission 3, is going to be a lot shorter than the previous one, so this video is going to be much shorter, naturally. Hope you're okay with that. No, you're not okay with that. Did he? What is that talking about? Where are they now? Reveals all. Okay. Update the map. Guess we can check out the map here. Here's our objective as it's shown on the map. You can look at the map to see where your objective is whenever you want, but at this point in the game, there's not much reason to do so since the level design kind of guides you. Again, that does change later, though. Save real quick. I guess that was kind of a pointless save because I'm about to be picking up something quite important. Indeed, a gun. The actual important thing here is the key card, because honestly, the gun isn't that useful. And I'll tell you why. Because the most use the gun has for you is if you were to use it against the humans, the looters. Because you can shoot them with it, and that'll obviously kill them very easily. Anything else, though, is either really resistant to the gun or completely immune outright, which makes it not a very useful weapon. And especially for the point in the game you get it, because you only get it after the sequence where it would have been most helpful, which is that stealth section right there. If you had the gun for that, that would be great. I know why they don't give you weapons, so you can't just like blast your way through. You do have to stealth it out a little bit. You do have to play evasive. I like that, but it does mean this gun gets kind of shafted and isn't that useful as a result, because there's really nothing that good to use it on from this point onwards throughout almost the entire game. So it ends up like taking a huge backseat. Oh my god, this poster right here. Shut up, Scam Likely. This poster right here is the funniest thing. Keep vigilant for spills. Why are they using people to represent spills? What, is spills also include, like, your coworkers who aren't doing their part at your job? So you vaporize them with your eyes. I don't get that. Hello, there's a little calculator. That's adorable. I think now, yes. Now we can swing the maintenance jack whenever we want to by just clicking. That makes sense. They don't let you do it until Axel's in danger. That actually does make sense, thinking about it a little more. Full-on sensors. You do have a limited amount of each material you can carry. Hi, that's a new item. Smoke bomb. And now we have the revolver here as well. So here's the crafting recipe for smoke bomb. We need ethanol and bonding agent. We don't have either of those. So we can put a sensor in for fun, though, and pick up the sensor that's over here to replace it. There we go. How about that? Oh, that poster looks interesting. I kind of wish can I go in there? Not yet, but...
Oh, God.
This guy's been shot like 7 times. My god. The way the blood has that kind of like plasticky texture to it makes it almost even more gross than real blood would be. Oh my god, another blueprint. Sure, I'll take it. Flashbang smoke bomb. So yeah, flashbangs, I mean, they blind you, or they blind people, but they can also blind you if you're standing in the explosion. Smoke bombs create an area of smoke that you can hide inside of for a brief amount of time. They're not terribly useful. Flashbangs certainly do have use. Smoke bombs, less so. I found less use for those, but, you know, they're still worth keeping in mind. Can't craft either of them, though, sadly. So let me get the revolver back out, just so I have a number down in the corner to feel better about myself, I guess.
Oh, God. The flight recorder. What? No! God damn it! Okay. Stay focused.
Unauthorized access detected. Security lockdown initiated. Please wait for security check.
If I have to. Okay, are we sure that's the Nostromo flight recorder, though? Does it say? I didn't see that. Maybe the number was the same? I don't know how she recognized it, but yeah. If that is the Nostromo flight recording unit, well, there goes that. All the files are corrupted. We can't get any information off of it. Could at least collect it, but, you know, Ripley's not here to collect it. She's here to see what happened to her mom, and she did not get that. Well, that's a shame. Can't do anything about that now, though, so instead, let's have this super dramatic music as we press buttons to push shelves aside. I do love this really, really intense music to go along with this. Very unfitting, and I love that. All right, here we go. Data cell.
Okay. One working access tuner.
Level 1 access available. Hack the elevator to Seekson Communications. Awesome. So here's our hacking minigame. What you need to do is use the mouse to find a signal, and signal's around here. Then you input the code it shows. You have to, like, decipher the pattern out, decipher the symbols in the pattern out, and then enter them. Pretty simple, and thankfully, unlike a lot of games with hacking minigames, you do not have to do that many times. So it does not take a lot of time out of your gameplay. It is still done a lot, about the same rate as the generators, but it's nothing like the hacking minigame from BioShock, where like I only saw a bit of a BioShock playthrough, but it seems like you do that minigame every 2 fucking seconds in that game. It's crazy. At least here, I mean, here's immediately another thing to hack, but, you know, it's really quick, and you don't have to do it terribly often, as I just said. You have 3 lives before you... I don't know what happens if you don't get it in 3 times. Maybe the door just locks for permanently. That would be scary if that was the case. Clutter clouds the mind. Clean workstation equals clear head. That kind of makes sense. Seekson, tomorrow, together. Some say God created man in his own image, but here at Seekson, we know where our boundaries lie. Our working show synthetics are instantly recognizable and distinguishable from the real thing, and are programmed to act that way. That is kind of a neat idea for a world with synthetics that can pass off as real humans. Like, hey, we make synthetics that are very obviously synthetics. Working Joe subjected to thousands of safety checks before being brought online. That's because we understand we're building machines, not people. Thousands of safety checks. We'll see about that in Mission 4. That's all I'll say. You can also hide in these lockers if you want. There's nothing to hide from, but it's an option. Just thought I'd let you know. Which means it's gonna be necessary later. Maybe not strictly necessary, but, you know, pretty close to necessary. So I'm pretty sure if you do miss a blueprint in one level, it will appear again in a later level. I've had that happen to me. Where like, oh hi, I found this blueprint that I think I remember you can get in an earlier level, but I didn't get it there, so now I was given an extra opportunity to get it. So I think they like dynamically appear or throughout the game, depending on which ones you've gotten and which ones you missed. Which is kind of cool. I like that motion machine over there. Apparently this thing's model is like entirely made of solid colors. Like there's no real textures to it at all. And despite that though, it really fits in with the visual style. So like that's how you can optimize your game and make really well done character models without necessarily having to go all in on detail. The shutters have closed on our way back out, and so we have to disable the security lockdown to get around it. Get used to this objective. We're gonna be doing this a lot. After a while, you'll be the one saying, give me a break. Let's see, waste damages profit. Of course that's the thing they care about the most. I mean, it's a good message. Don't freaking litter, guys. If that's what they're trying to say, I'm not really sure. You, and you. Not very difficult. Out of my way, door. Okay, let's see, we got terminal here. Still got intense music playing, but I doubt it's of any importance. Great freaking speech me. W. Chief Porter. Ah, that's his name. Sevastopol Terminals. Chief, good news is I'm about 80% through archiving Sevastopol's internal mail system for the decommissioning. It's been disconnected from Apollo, but I've left the basic messaging system in place for the people still here. Bad news is that whoever set it up in the first place skimped on the hardware, and we've had some leaks. I've got Mike Tanaka looking into it now. He's the specialist archivist we called in. Seems to know his shit. Just thought I'd better give you the heads up in the meantime, Franco. So, let me just... Sometimes when I read stuff in these games, I focus so much on reading that I'm not even paying attention to what it's about. So, let me just reread it real quick. We've had leaks. Okay, disconnect follow. Neat. Okay. Internal mail system is being leaked. Cool. An outpost of progress. This is a big lore dump about Seegson. I guess? Or no. Or it kind of is. It's a big lore dump about Sevastopol. There's a different set of logs talking about Seegson. This is by Julia Jones, though, the reporter we heard earlier on the audio log. Space station nobody needed, run by a company we all forgot. Sevastopol is now a backwater. The population is a tenth of the station's optimal capacity. Docking bays are empty and the shutters are down on local stores and businesses. The orders for Seegson's cheaply manufactured androids have long since dried up, and the antiquated Apollo governing AI system frequently malfunctions, just like real life. How did we get here? And more importantly, where have billions of dollars of investments gone? My name is Julia Jones. I have lived on Sevastopol for 2 months compiling this report for the Colonial Times, discovering the price of our second-tier corporations have paid for their overexpansion during the race into the Outer Rim. Those might actually be very interesting logs to read. I'll be sure to look out for those in the future. To catch a predator. I don't know. To kill a mockingbird. I read that book once, and I don't think I was old enough to actually understand what it was about and understand what all the messages were. Should probably reread it. So I can, you know... Sometimes I need to do that, because, like, when I was younger, I was dumb. I did not understand media nearly as much as I do now. Right here is Disable Security Lockdown. Let's do it. There it is, the titular alien. The species' official name is Xenomorph. We know it's around now. Even though I don't think it truly is in gameplay, I don't think it's actually a huge threat yet. But it is still here in universe, so let's be careful regardless. As we bang down this lock and open this brace, you know. Let's be careful doing very loud actions. Alright, let's go. I like the camera turning really far away from where she's putting on the brace. I think it's just a normal set down animation, but the way the camera's turning, you'd think she's like throwing it behind her, but she's not. I'm gonna stay away from those holes in the ceiling, because I've got a feeling it might be crawling around inside those. We did see it disappear into a hole after it killed Axel. And by the way, the tail that was right next to us is the very same tail that was stabbed through Axel's chest last time, so... Let's avoid that tail and avoid where the shrieking is coming from. Actually, never mind, we can't avoid where the shrieking is coming from. We need to go up there. Is that the sun of this system? How am I able to look at it so clearly? It's because we're a video game protagonist. We're super powerful. Ooh, update map. I'd love to do that. Okay, it is actually safe to walk around. As long as the Xenomorph isn't, like, down in the room with you, you should be able to walk around pretty safely. So, up here at the top, it's apparently locked behind us. We have to hack our way inside. I guess the looters did this. Like, yeah, we're just gonna shut Ripley down there. They don't know our name, so we're just gonna shut that woman down there. We're gonna shart? What the fuck does that mean? Alright, open up. Yeah, buddy, that ain't gonna work. That thing's got acidic blood. You better not shoot it too much. Oh my god. It killed everyone. And now it stands over the remains. Okay, where are you off to? That makes sense. It usually does just climb right back into the vents afterwards. Well, now that's official confirmation. It gets around with the vents. Believe it or not, we're near the end of this mission. This is a very short mission, man. Okay. That's fine with me, though. I guess I could take this time to maybe inspect around the place a little bit, or nah. I mean, now that everyone's dead, I'm not gonna be shot in it. As long as I just stay quiet, it should be fine. Right? I pulled out my gun. Don't shoot the gun with that thing around. It might hear you. Wow, look at that. Oh my god, that death pose, though. Oof. When rigor mortis hits, that's going to be the most uncomfortable position, except, you know, he's not actually going to feel it, but... That's the weirdest way to cross your legs. Hey, so this thing over here takes the security access tuner, right? I'm sorry, my curiosity is getting the better of me. I know that the Xenomorph is around and I should be scared, but... like I said before, I don't think... Oh, device invalid. That means it doesn't hack high enough level yet. So I'll have to come back later. Anyway, the Xenomorph might be around, but it's not a true threat yet. That'll wait for another couple missions. Let me open this. Let me see what's inside here. This is a viable hiding spot away from the looters in the first section. Open up, open up, open up, open up. Up and up. There's just some loot in here. I can maybe craft some stuff. Hey, I can craft a smoke bomb now. I guess we'll make one of each so I can start using all my materials. Okay, never mind. I'll just make that and then not make anything else because I'm all out of materials now. I feel sad. At least I can grab some scrap though. Bonding agent, there's scrap in here, right? And this takes, what? Plasma torch. For what, I wonder? Seegson servers. Oh, I think I know where that place is. I won't say when we'll be going there, though, because that'll be a spoiler, you see. Okay, climb up. Although that might just be a shortcut. Most useless shortcut ever, especially in a game as linear as this. Okay, that's everything to see around here, which... I didn't know he'd pop back out. I'm gonna go this direction. I'm gonna go this direction. Don't come this way, don't come this way, don't come this way, don't come this way, don't come this way. How about that? I did not expect him to pop out. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I might be screwed, I might be screwed, I might be screwed. Good. He's like coming all the way over here. No, 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 not allowed. I'm hiding down here. You ain't gonna see me down here. Okay. I guess he is a threat. Never mind. Oh, oh. So he does have eyes. He can see. Or it can see. Walking away. That should give me the window I need. Okay, okay. He's coming down the stairs. Don't come this way. Okay, he's not. Awesome. How you doing, buddy? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, you're just over there. Okay, okay, cool. No, no. I can't have you doing that, okay? Man, this is harder than I imagined. So yeah, it is best after the alien goes up in the vents. Just go to this door, hack it, and move on. Okay. Wow, that was an impressive jump. Congratulations, my guy. Search. I know, I'm wasting time. Let's go. Let's go. This is the final hack, and then we're done. Awesome. Code entered. Elevator accessed. Button hit. And that was mission 3. I really like that mission. It's a really, really hard stealth section at the beginning, but I lucked through it first try, and then you have that awesome moment with the xenomorph at the end where it officially appears in front of you for the first time, rather than just making a cameo appearance. Hi, guys. Yeah, this is mission 4. We're gonna get to this in the next video. Hope you enjoyed the series so far. As I just said, next time on Alien Isolation, we're going to be playing mission 4, where we must make our way through Seegson communications. And, yeah, find a way to contact people. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you know, we gotta find Samuels and Taylor. They came on the station with us. There we go. I clarified everything for you, so it's all fine now. Thank you all for watching this video, if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future. I almost said sit you all in the future. I don't know what that means, don't ask. See you all in the future.